Good evening and welcome back to the channel. So sometime this weekend I'm going to receive the transfer information for the journey back to the airport. Now I don't want to think about that at the moment because I've never been to Prague before. I've never been to the Czech Republic before either. So it's new to me. It's going to be new, right? So to go and explore Prague is going to be nice. Lots of video footage to come, lots of photographs, selfies, panoramas, you name it, it's going to be done. Now, the obvious thing is, Monday night, when I finish work, the obvious thing is to log out at work, get changed into my travel clothes, and head to Sambat services. But before I leave the car park at work, to obviously go onto Google Maps and check that the roads are clear, that they're open, there's no road closures or accidents or congestion, because then obviously I've got to plan an alternative if that's the case. So presuming that the roads are going to be okay, I'll obviously leave the store, head for the A50 to the football ground, head along the A50 to the football ground, then head for the motorway at Kiel, junction 15, and then go straight up the M6 to Sambat services, and then pull in there, do a video when I arrive. I'm obviously going to do a video when I leave the store, do a video when I arrive at the services, obviously have my few minutes off to have my sandwiches and drink, and obviously go to the loo, etc. Make sure that I go to the loo, so that then I can carry on the journey to the airport. That's basically the plan. But obviously do a video before I leave the services to then proceed to the airport car park, Terminal 2 West at Manchester. And then obviously when I get there, to do another video to say I've arrived, obviously take a few pictures, which I always do. Maybe do another video either on the way into the terminal, if that's the way I have to go, or towards the lift. And rather than go down in the lift to the terminal, go straight to the ground floor, basically. So I can walk straight out the lift, which most likely will take me outside the terminal building. Because I don't need to go in the terminal building until the morning. But if the situation arises where I have to, then that's fine, because I'll just go out the main entrance and head across the road to the hotel. So I'm obviously going to do the odd video or two on the way to the hotel, and then outside the hotel, and then obviously once I've gone into the hotel and checked in and got the key to the room, I can then do videos and photographs in there, and then do a video when I'm in the room, and obviously take some pictures, etc. Because the plan will be then to have a shower, have a brew, because most likely there'll be a kettle and tea and coffee facilities in the hotel. I would expect so with a 4-star. And also it's the Ibis Budget Hotel at Manchester, so you would expect there to be tea and coffee facilities. But from what I've read on reviews, there are tea and coffee facilities in the room. So I will obviously make sure that I have a brew. And then it will be time to get some sleep, because I will need to be awake around 5 a.m. to get across to the terminal for around 5:30, 5:45. So maybe if I'm awake before 5, that's fine. But I will set the alarm on this phone so that it goes off. I'll make sure the volume's turned up as well. And obviously then once I've had a drink, because I've got plans to get 2 meal deals from work at the weekend, so that I can have food at the services, obviously, and then all being well, get a breakfast triple sandwich. There's a bacon and egg triple sandwich that you can get, which I could have in the morning at the hotel. And then obviously put the kettle on in the room, have another cup of tea, and then have the sandwich. And then obviously once I've done that, head out of the room, hand the key back in at reception downstairs, and then head across to the terminal, go straight to the desks, Jet2 desks, check in, get the bag onto the plane, and then head through the security system. Get through that situation, because as I've said in other videos, I don't know whether at Manchester they've introduced the non-removal of liquids yet. I most likely think they will have, because it's a major airport, and if Birmingham have done it and East Midlands are doing it, I'm sure Manchester are doing it as well. But if they don't, then either way, I'm going to do a video once I'm in departures and obviously explain how the security went, how long it took to get through. And then obviously once I'm in departures, I'll obviously do footage in the airport anyway, take photographs of the departure boards, and in the airport I'll do footage. I'll head to Pret a Manger and have a brew, something to eat, but not a big meal. It'll just be like a pastry, like a pan au chocolat or something. And then obviously once the gate's announced on the screens, I can just head to the gate and then obviously board the plane, and then obviously do footage inside the plane and when we leave, and then obviously take off in flight and landing. Of course, when I'm in Prague airport, obviously want to get to the transfer, meet the transfer person that's going to take me to the hotel, and I'm obviously going to do footage on the way, most likely, do photographs. And then once I get to the hotel and check in and get to the room, I can then plan my afternoon, and obviously head out to the old town, head to Winchester Square, go and find this railway restaurant, where the model trains bring your drink to you and your food as well on the tracks around the restaurant. So it'll be interesting to see all of that. I'll take photographs and video, and then I will continue from there through the rest of Winchester Square, because it's basically one long straight square to the other end, and then I can head through to where the astronomical clock is, which is basically the old town hall building, and the clock is on the front of it. So I'll obviously do footage of that when that goes off every hour. I'm not going to do footage of every single time it goes off, as in the figures move. I will obviously do footage when it does, either at 3 or 4 o'clock, whichever one I miss, I'll do the next one, so that I do get footage of it and photographs. And I'll obviously head round to where near where the cathedral is. I know the Christmas markets are there, I'm aware of that. And it's going to be very difficult to avoid it, because it's going to be there right in front of you. And it's not that I won't sample some of the foods and drink, because I'm sure I will. I've got to try the Czech delicacies. You know, I'm in a different country. It'd be nice to try different things. So it's not that I won't look round the place, but I obviously want to head over to the Charles Bridge primarily, because most likely it'll be quieter over there. And I know, according to the Prague guidebook I've got and on the internet, it says that the best time to get the views from the bridge is early in the morning or late in the afternoon, which will be obviously ideal, especially if people are going to the markets and thinking, well, they're going down there, I'm going this way. And I can get plenty of footage on the bridge, the statues, etc. that are on there and whatever's going on. Go to the other side of the bridge, get the views looking back, get the views of the castle on the hill, and other things that are over on that side of Prague, and obviously head back across the bridge again. I'll go and find this ice pub as well. So, and I think it's, as I've said before, it works out about €8, according to a YouTube video I watched earlier, to go in there and have a drink. You get given a coat, you get given gloves, because apparently it's -7 degrees in there all the time. But then again, I'm going to have my scarf and gloves on anyway, so I'll be even hot. It'll make me even hotter and sweaty if I put another coat on. But anyway, it doesn't matter if that happens. I will go and find this pub, and I will go in there and have a look at it and do video footage, photographs, enjoy a drink in there, and obviously have a look around the gift shops, have a look around some of the streets, and obviously have something to eat in the evening. And then I'll head back to the hotel for my first evening in Prague, and obviously upload some videos to my channel, because I will have done quite a lot of videos by then, and obviously then get some sleep. And then obviously the next morning it'll be breakfast, get that, and then get out and spend another day in Prague, because I've got 2 full days then in Prague to spend. So there'll be plenty of footage, plenty of photographs. So I'm really looking forward to going. And obviously I've got things to avoid, as I've already read in the guidebook. Obviously people that try to take money off you. There's people that dress up as plainclothes police officers, and apparently you've got to be careful of them. So I'm just going to be mindful of my belongings, to be fair. Just like I have to be in Benidorm. You have to just be aware of the P-men in Benidorm, because they are the scammers, and obviously the people around them are also pickpockets as well. So it's just a matter of being cautious. Yes, I've got to be cautious. I've never been to Prague before. It's all new to me, and I'm not the sort of person that's going to go out of the hotel with loads and loads of money. I will take out what I need for that afternoon. I will obviously try and work it out in my mind what I need, because I'm obviously going to want something to eat at lunchtime. I'm going to want something to eat in the evening. I'm obviously going to want to go in the tower where the clock is, which will cost money. So I need to take sufficient funds to last me for that afternoon. And then whatever's left, I can put back in my envelope and ready for the next morning. So I can use my card, but I may decide to leave my debit card in the room, because on my phone I've got Apple Pay. So rather than take the card with me where it could be nicked, I can leave that in the room and just use my phone, because I'll have the selfie stick, which becomes a tripod, obviously, which I've used in Benidorm. So I'm obviously going to use that quite a lot, most likely on the bridge. So yeah, there's a lot of things planned for when I'm out in Prague. So I'm looking forward to going, definitely. So I'm planning to get a meal deal most likely on Sunday, so that I've got it, so that on Monday I can literally just get my shift done at work, log out when it's time to go, and just basically head straight out to the car and head off to the airport, because I can get to the airport for 11 o'clock at night, because as I've said before, I can park up to 6 hours earlier than the parking time starting, which I've actually booked for 5 a.m. I know the desks are opening from 4:45 according to the boarding pass, but I'm not going to go in there for that time. I'd rather have a bit of sleep. I'd rather get at least 5.5 hours sleep, really. So if I can get into the room, I don't know, around 11:15, maybe, and get showered and have a drink, have tea, maybe before midnight I can get to sleep. And then I can be asleep for 5 hours. And I can set the alarm for 5 o'clock. I think, well, I need a good 5 hours sleep here. If I can get a bit more, I'll try. And then obviously it'll be a matter of just get up and have a sandwich, have a cup of tea, and basically go out the room straight away. 5:30, something like that. I can go out the room, take the key back, get into the airport for 6:15, and I've still got 3 hours till the flight at 9:15. It's just getting through the security bit. But again, I can always order a fast track ticket either prior to going or when I'm in the terminal, prior to going to check, and I can quickly go, oh, there's a ticket machine over there for the annual fast track. I'll go and get it. But most likely I won't need it. But again, I've just got to be aware of the situation. So I'm going to allow plenty of time to get through the security bit. And obviously then, because I reckon the gate will open around 8 o'clock, maybe a bit before, but I'm sure I can be in departures well in time for when the flight is called. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. But as I said, I'm looking forward to going. So I really hope you look forward to the series. I will obviously do videos prior to going. Preferably, most likely on Sunday I might do another video. But that's what I'm going to try and do. Obviously have a set routine, what I'm going to do when I'm out there. And obviously just do lots of footage, really. So please look forward to the channel. Continue to support it at Carl Smith 25 to subscribe. So thank you for watching and good evening.